welcome back. So today's declutter is, like I told you in the last video of this series, is my single eyeshadow drawer. Now I did want to mention some smaller quads in that drawer, like the few quads or quints that I have from the drugstore. So I did kind of go through those and show you guys what I have, but I don't have a ton, so honestly I didn't declutter any of them. And then I also wanted to mention that I have a Muji drawer on top of my vanity that has my higher end quads, like Tom Ford, my Dior quads, and stuff like that. So I do have another separate drawer of palettes, of eyeshadow palettes. So let me know what you guys want to see next, maybe eyeshadow palettes, because I don't have a million of those, but I could pare down, if you know what I mean. So let's go ahead and get into the declutter. Okay, so here is my overwhelming mess of single shadows. Now I do have a couple of like duos in here, and then a few drugstore quads that I'm gonna find a home for, meaning in my collection, but the majority of this stuff is just single eyeshadows. So we're gonna go through that. The only thing that I don't have in here is my ColourPop eyeshadows, which I have right here, and I'm not getting rid of any of those. Okay, I also wanted to say that I have a Muji drawer that has like my NARS singles and my few, I don't even know what you would call these, Illusion Day ombres. So I wanted to mention that because those are not included. And then I have one single Chanel that's not included. This is, and I took the pigments out, they're over here. We're gonna go through these eyeshadows first, and then we'll move on to the pigments. And I want everything to fit in this, okay? So I'm gonna get rid of this. This I got, it's called the Natural Eyelight Eye Brightener. I got it on clearance at CVS, so I'm gonna get rid of that. This is a Galaxy Chic single eyeshadow from BH. I'm gonna get rid of that because I have a BH palette that's full of those kind of baked eyeshadows. Let's see, I have 4, 5, 6, 7 L'Oreal Infallibles, and I'm not going to get rid of those. So we're going to put those right here because I love the Infallibles. I love and use every single one of them. So there is their new home. Now, moving on, let's see. I don't even know where to start, you guys. I have a couple of Starlooks eyeshadows. I never reach for these, so they're going bye-bye. Something else I never reach for are these Bare Minerals, like single shadows. If I'm gonna reach for something loose like this, it's gonna be a pigment. So 4 of those will be going there. Same thing for this Mika Beauty one. This, I just don't reach for these ever. I love this e.l.f. Long Lasting Lustrous eyeshadow. I think I have another one somewhere, but I definitely want to keep that because I love it. These two I'm going to keep too. They are 2 Makeup Forever eyeshadows. It's the old formula, but I love them, so I'm keeping that. Okay, these are some Rouge Bunny Rouge products. I love Rouge Bunny Rouge eyeshadows. So this is 2 duos and this is 2 singles. So I'm definitely going to keep those. They can live there together. This is a white eyeshadow from Wet n Wild. And then I have Brulee. I'm going to get rid of the white one and just keep Brulee. This is just a perfect everyday eyeshadow. Okay, I have a lot of stuff that was from, oh, here's another one that I love, and I'm keeping a Jane eyeshadow. And this is in clay. So I'm going to put that right here. And I think I have another Jane eyeshadow somewhere. Yes, right here. I love this. I just recently used this a month ago in a Valentine's Day tutorial. I love it. So I'm keeping those. And then I have 2 Sigma eyeshadows eyeshadows that I actually really like. These are the only two products I have from Sigma as far as makeup goes. So I'm going to keep that. And then this is a Bora Bora by Be a Bombshell quad that we got in an Ipsy bag, and I actually love this quad. So I think I'm going to hold on to that. This is another little trio that I got in, I think, a wantable box, but I'm going to get rid of that because I haven't used it for a while. This is a Sephora. This was their, y'all, you guys remember the Prisma Chrome metallic eyeshadows? This is in metallic taupe. I love this, so I'm going to keep that because that's like discontinued. You can't get it anymore. These are some more Wet n Wild singles. Never reached for these. Actually, I don't even know that I've ever opened these, so I'm going to go ahead and pass those on. And here is one more. This is in the shade Nutty. This is one of my favorite single eyeshadows ever, also by Wet n Wild. Definitely keeping that one. And then, let's see. This is new. I've used it 3 or 4 times. I don't know why it's still in the box. Matter of fact, I'm going to take it out of the box. But this is Laura Mercier Single Shadow in Black Carrot, which I absolutely love. And, okay, now where do we want to go? This is a Milani Bella Eyes eyeshadow. I mentioned this in a Products Not Worth the Hype. I've used it a few times. It's okay. I just have so many colors like this, and it doesn't amaze me. So I'm going to pass this on. And then this I got at a CCO. It's by Lancome, and it is so gorgeous. So I'm definitely keeping that baby. I love that one. And then I got this Jessie's Girl. This is like a mineralized baked eyeshadow. I just recently got this in something. I think it was a BoxyCharm or something. It's really, really pretty. I think I'm going to pass this on. I love it. I just have so many lid shades. I don't need any more. So I'm going to pass that one on. And then let's talk about these two MAC shadows. Let's talk about these two MAC shadows. I got both of these at a CCO. They're like the Extra Dimension eyeshadows. I really never use these. So I'm going to pass those on. Ooh, I'm doing good, girl. Yes, I am. Okay, so we have a few kind of single shadows here that I've got in subscription services, or I got this one. It's called The Perfect Face. I've never heard of this brand, and I got this in a blogger bag. And it's so pretty, you guys. Oh, look at that. I love it, and I'm keeping it because it's so pretty. And then, let's see, this is just another, honestly, it's just another kind of champagne lid shade. How many do I need? No, thank you. I'm passing that on. And then these two are essentially kind of close to the same color. This is Be a Bombshell. So I'm like having a swatch fest on my hand right now. I don't think I've ever used this. Maybe I've swatched it. Ooh, that's very soft and silky. This is Skinny Latte. Those are both gorgeous right here. I think I'm going to keep both of those. Yeah, I do. Okay, so let's move on here. I got this in a Ipsy bag, and it came broken, and it's another champagne eyeshadow. I emailed them and they never sent me a new one, so that's gonna be put in the trash. This is a wet dry eyeshadow by the brand 3 Custom Colors. It's gorgeous. I love it, and I'm keeping this. This is so amazing. Oh, I love that shade. I'm swatching horribly, but that is beautiful. So I'm keeping that one. And then let's see here. I have these Laura Geller eyeshadows, and I'm going to go ahead and pass these on. These are baked eyeshadows. One of my friends sent me those, and I loved them there for a long time, but I haven't reached for them in way too long. So the next thing is this e.l.f. Baked eyeshadow in Burnt Plum, one of my very favorites. This is actually from England, so I got this in a swap with my friend Kristen, and I really love it. It's so super soft and silky and it's beautiful and it's sentimental to me. So I'm going to keep that one. I have 2 Essence eyeshadows. I just recently kind of found that this is a dupe for Urban Decay Stray Dog, and also the L'Oreal Infallible in, what is this, Bronze Taupe, is very close. So I'm going to keep the Infallible and get rid of this Essence, as well as this Essence Duo. I don't ever use that. I don't even remember when I got that. Okay, so there is the single eyeshadows. Let's go ahead and move on to some pigments. One thing right off the bat is these pigment samples right here. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of those because I have so many pigments, I don't need to bother with samples. So let me set those aside. I have a whole video on these Coastal Scents pigments. They are legitimately 99 cents. And then you just buy the little bottle. So I highly recommend those. I love them, and I think they're just as good as MAC pigments, to be honest. So I definitely think you should get some, girl. Okay, so there's my Coastal Scents pigments. I do have 2 of these Ulta pigments, but I cannot find the other one. So let's just stick that pigment there because I'm definitely keeping that. And then I have a few of the Color Tattoo pigments. You know, Maybelline Color Tattoo also came out with pigments, and I actually love those. So I'm going to keep those. I actually have one more. And then these Bella Pierre and Mika Beauty pigments. I just don't, there's the other Ulta one. So I'm going to stick that in there. I don't use these very much. I don't know that I've ever used these. So I'm going to pass these pigments on. And then I have a full-size MAC tan pigment. Love this. Love it. These 2 pigments were sent to me by one of you guys. They're Lancome pigments, and they are amazing. So I'm definitely keeping those. And then I have these 4 MAC pigments that I got in a set at a CCO. So I haven't got to play with those very much, so I'm gonna keep them just because I haven't used them enough. And then this I also got in my swag bag from the makeup show, and I haven't used it yet. So I kind of want to use that just to show it some love there. And then the very last, as far as pigments go, are these. Now the NYX Roll-On glitters are amazing, and the Jane ones I like. These are kind of funny though. They're kind of like cream shadow pigments, if that makes sense. However, they do crease on my eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these 2 Jane ones. Okay, let's move on to my smaller type palettes, quads, and whatnot from the drugstore, since I have this empty tray now. These Maybelline Eye Studio are my favorite, so I'm definitely keeping those. I have 4 of them. And then I'm keeping all of my Wet n Wild little quints or quads because I really, really like them, and I think they're great quality for the drugstore. And then I have this little Bare Minerals Duo. So I don't think I'm going to keep this. I don't ever use it. I'm not going to lie. And then I have this. I got this in a traveling makeup box. It's YSL. I haven't used it enough to form an opinion on it, so I'm going to keep that. And then this is pretty cool. Someone made me this. It's a pressed pigments by MAC. It gets so messy, but basically she just pressed them and put them in a quad for me. So I am going to keep that as well. So that is my new eyeshadow drawer. Let me put it in, and I'm going to count all this stuff up, and I will be right back. Okay, so this is what all I'm getting rid of as far as single shadows. I started with 54. I got rid of 27 single shadows, so that leaves me with 27. And then with pigments, I started with 36, and I got rid of 9 pigments, and that leaves me with 27. And then I threw in this duo, this Bare Minerals duo, so I don't have any duos except for like my NARS duos that I showed you guys at the beginning of the video. And I kept all of my smaller like drugstore quads because those are things that I just really love. So let me show you the drawer now. Okay, so here is the drawer after. That's kind of my quads or quints in the front, and then my single eyeshadows and my pigments in the back, so it looks much better. I'm so happy with it. Okay, so I think I did okay. I got rid of a lot of pigments, a lot of single eyeshadows. I'm way happier with how it looks now. And let me know if you want to see palettes next, or what you guys want to see next. I have no idea what to do next. Like I said in my previous video, blush is going to be the hardest for me. So I might, since I'm doing eyeshadows, I might stick to the eyeshadow theme and do palettes next. So let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see next in this series, and I'll do it over the next couple of weeks. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you soon. Bye.